Not too terrible.
So
Time for some tea and crumpets. Oh, I'm always gonna troll you over that. The British accent.
Tink
Total biscuit.
crumpets.
Total biscuit. Alright. Anyways, guys, welcome back. If you guys are just tuning in, we are in the Craftcup Semi-Finals, game number 1 between GGourk and roxkisSlivko. For my Russian viewers, I understand that. Yeah, should be a good, little, fun, interesting game, I think. Nice new map, MLG dual side. It is a ZVP, so at least it's not a PvP. Might get to see some different builds.
Which race do you think it favours this map?
This map, I want to say, and I'm gonna say Zerg, and I think that's right.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with
Very easy, accessible naturals for them. At least in the matchup for ZVP. For both players, it's kind of a Terran, not exactly 100% Terran favored, but Terrans can do a lot more damage on this map with all these open bases. There's a lot of room for them. As for the ZVP matchup in its own, just really open for Ling run-bys. Lings can surround really hard for the Protoss to get a grasp and throw down force fields all over the map in a sense. But either way, before we go any further, let's introduce the players. Starting off at the top right, we have the orange Protoss from, well, now it's not Ghosty Gamers anymore. It's blank GGourk. Poor guys. Team just broke up today. His opponent on the bottom left side from Team Roxas is Slivko. So definitely gonna be paying attention to that. He is a Russian Zerg. Если мои зрители русские знают вот этого игрока, классно. Я думаю, всегда интересно и классно стримовать русских игроков. Мы сейчас видим Протос, он просто проходит, скатывает базы его. Урок, это сливка вот здесь на левой стороне карты. И просто только сейчас бросает спонинг фул. Интересно, как это Орк это будет смотреть от всего. Самое главное сейчас Орк, ему надо держать пробег и смотреть, во сколько хэтчери это будет бросать. Это будет самое главное, во сколько он это поставит хэтчери. И мне нравится, сейчас это на патрол поставил пешеход почти, это так поставил пробег, это вот здесь, это не дает это хэтчери строить. It's pretty much looking at right now, loving it. Ulrich just kind of going on patrol move right now, preventing the hatchery to get thrown down. Big key right now is to watch when that actually hatchery does get thrown down. And really smart right now. Ulrich, meanwhile, is just kind of top ramp pylon, and is just going to sit off one base for a little while. I definitely like that. And looking at it, yeah, just not too much going on. I don't know. Looking at things, one base versus one base could be an interesting matchup. Who do you think wins? I mean, if it's one base versus one. Oh, never mind. It's not going to be one base versus one because things are going to be chasing down that little pro guy, and Hatcher will get thrown down on the backside. So, what unit composition? Oh, damn, man, I'm tired, I guess. I don't know, I keep saying like I'm not, but I just keep yawning. Truman's boring me. Just kidding. What unit composition do you think is proper right now for the Protoss and the Zerg to go on this map with the terrain and everything else that's going on?
I think Mutas are quite a good option on this map just because there's a lot of space around the back of the bases and can spread Protoss out quite a lot. I think maybe sort of Zealots because there's quite a good surface area for them to get around if they've got charge. But and then for Zerg, I'm guessing Zerglings, Mutas, Banelings, Roaches maybe on this map, but I think that Zerglings would be a better option just because of how wide open the natural is and how Ling run-bys can affect the game a lot more on this map, I'd say, than other maps.
I absolutely totally agree. We do see right now Slivko, he's running a Ling right by. Sees that there's a pylon at the bottom, so he's probably going to notice the fact that unless this is a total fake out Auric, it's going to take a natural base. So it's going to give a lot of room for Slivko to just drone up at the moment and even grab a third if he wants to. I think that's always smart when a Protoss is expanding or getting the natural expansion. There is a little time gap where you can actually throw down a third, get that economic advantage. And I totally agree, especially with the Lings and the Mutas. Not sure after that exactly. I mean, Ling, Muta, Baneling, there's no Stargates, so no point for Hydras. I mean, I guess Roaches are always nice to have in a composition, but eventually you do want to, if it gets a little sticky position, you definitely want to get those Broodlords out, actually. Like, that's the thing, I'm like, I don't want to rush to like a tier 3 unit, but Broodlords are really effective against Protoss if they got a nice little concave in front of them.
Yeah, also there's quite a lot of high ground around, so if you just position the Broodlords over there, it's quite hard for the Stalkers to get a surface area around them. Broodlords to actually be able to hit them.
Now I like this right now. We look, hallucination is just about done, so he's probably going to make some Phoenixes or crap to run by, and you know the Protoss, the Zerg can't tell the difference until the fact if he runs them by carefully where they don't attack any units. He might make a Hydralisk den just based off the fact that he sees a Phoenix or something pop up. So pay attention to that, see how that affects the game. I don't think it will that much, but either way, it should be semi interesting. We look at right now.
Also, hallucinations, when they're attacked, they actually receive 2 times damage. So a queen shot to a normal Phoenix would do 9 damage, as where it would do 18 damage to a hallucination. That's also a good way to tell the difference.
Yeah, you just have to be keen with the eye just to be able to tell. And here we go. Oh my god, we're going to have a little bit of a run by. Oh, got to be careful not to get trapped.
Oh, is he going to do a hallucination push to make it look like he's got more than he does?
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to exactly hallucinate until the actual engagement, but at this point he could at least take the third down. This is a great punishment by a Protoss, pretty much by a Protoss player that realized Slivko took a third down and just tried to kill his economy. Now he's going to focus fire.
Doesn't want to lose his sentries.
And got to be careful. That is a lot of investment on gas. That's great. He took out the third, but I think, a little bit of an overcommit. You're losing way too many units. So in the total, I think that what it was at about 6 or 7 sentries right there, and that's 700 gas. That's a tough hit. And then he's just making more sentries right now on the backside. But I mean, look at this push that's about to come up. This is going to be huge. Only 1 cannon at the moment. But again, it could get broken. But again, it could get broken through if the Roaches focus fire down the pylon.
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough sledding for Auric. But again, if he could hold this off, it's evened out on bases. Could rebuild an economy, and looks like he's just gonna kind of go the long way, try to pick off the next building cannon. Like I say, he should just pretty much take out that pylon right there, and he should be golden at least to do a run by into the base. Сейчас видно интересную позицию. Сливку это вот третий потерял, это Золотов из центра, но очень много центров, это 600 газ, 700 почти потерял Орок. В интересную позицию мог вот это защищать, мы говорили, это надо было, это пилон фокус, это бы Форза отключила, вот этого Кэннона хоть бы отключила, дал бы позицию для вот этих лингов внутри базы пробегать. Ну, пока сейчас эта игра будет равниться чуть-чуть. Мы видим лингов вот здесь, мы видим рочих назад идут вот здесь. Сливко сначала берет его третью базу и просто дронов больше строит, ему опять больше дронов строит. Роч спид и тоже Спайр сейчас, интересный выбор Спайра идет, значит, может мы мьютов будем видим, или может просто прямо транзиты будет делать на Брудлорд, пойдет Крейтер Спайр, это скорее лучше. I don't know.
Yeah, I think Spy's a great option.
You understood what I said?
Well, I heard Spire, so...
Yeah. Spire, always a good idea. I mean, at the same time, he doesn't have to utilize it at the moment. Eventually, he could just tech up, transition into the greater Spire a little bit quicker. I mean, always another option. I like the Slivko throwing down 3 spine colors at the front of his third. Good little defense at the moment. We got a little bit of moving out, some stalkers and some sentries. Will these links catch him? Actually, that's not even enough links to scratch, but do you see Oryx just sitting on 2 base at the moment? I don't see anything else kind of going on. A couple other gates finished up, so he's going to be warping in a few more units. He's got the robotics facility popping out Immortals. I'm surprised there isn't a robotics bay, so he can make Colossus, especially how useful they are in this matchup.
13 meters on the way. That's a lot of meters.
Yeah. 13 meters, and those are going to finish up. Once those things float over there, they're actually going to, I think there's going to be a little time gap where these stalkers, the blink is not going to finish up just yet, and these blink stalkers are not going to be able to get there soon enough. And here we go. We do see these meters going on the backside to the back of the base. It's going to actually do, well, no, it's not going to do any damage because you know why? Oh, Uruk is hanging out with the stalkers right here by the base. Not sure they scout out. Oh, he actually scouted out the spire, so he should be prepared for it. So, and there he is. And man, that is just amazing. Good scouting right there. But you know, might be actually too many mutas right now. Just has to be careful.
Yeah, and also the fourth base of Slivko is actually the fourth base that should be the fourth base of Uruk.
Oh, taking that on the backside, yeah. It's really smart. If you guys are newer players and watching, it's really smart to expand off your pushes. Because at that point with your push, it gives it time to set up, it gives it time to build. By the time push should be done, or you get killed or something like that, at least you have the base up and running. And I'm loving this. Muta harass, more mutas coming by right now, taking out a few more probes, focusing down on them. Slivko doing a lot of damage right now. 19 total probes killed. That's a lot of economic damage that you don't want to lose at this point of the game. And yeah, man, that was just tough going right now for Uruk. Sitting at 124 supply. Zerg is just pissing out units in a sense and building more mutas. You can't really take a complete force of stalkers to the one side of the map, or the mutas are going to come on the backside, and here they come again. Look at the amount of mutas he's created too. We're going to look at the unit count.
Wow.
23 total mutas, and at that point, I don't care what kind of stalker number you have. Yeah, there's not enough stalkers, no matter what you want to say, to do anything about it. And again, at this point, he's just going to focus down this Nexus right now, which I like a lot. Just focus it down, take it out, take some chrono boost out, takes out some supply. And again, pretty much takes the focus off Uruk's ability to do anything.
Yeah, more importantly, it denies about 2,000 worth of gas as well, because those gas gases have both got about 1,000 left in them. So maybe later on in the game, when Zerg's getting more and more gas, and Protoss needs gas for high Templars, then that 1,000 gas could...
И вот мы сейчас смотрим, сейчас пуш идет это вперед, это его третьего базы. Рочих могли это просекать внутри. Первый Аркон падает, второй Аркон может падать, да, второй Аркон падает. На той стороне, на сзади, вот этих мютах это бесконечно атакует. Очень это хорошая агрессия, все держит его на двух базах, и трудно, он почти не может никак минерал брать этого третьего, потому что Захарас. И ой, мне нравится сейчас, и только в центрах и Имморталах есть. Правильная транзиция идет на атаку. Сейчас вот эти Имморталы исчезнут. Ой, еле-еле это спас героя Иммортал. И да, просто вот эти мьюты, это почти как с Терином играет, держит его внутри его базы, не может ничего делать. А на той стороне Сливок, это он сидит, у него уже есть четвертый, у него есть пятый. Он очень много спайн-кроллов строит, это прикольно чуть-чуть. Смотрим внутри базу, он хайв еще не пошел, значит будет держать на вот этих юнитах, но апгрейды у него очень хорошо получаются. Сейчас это два атака, летные пользуются, и линии, как у них одноземельная, только 1-0, ну не беда. And look at that, inside the base, man, that's brutal. Oh, he's going snapping the cybernetics core, that is just rough. At that point,
a lot of mutas.
Yeah. We're going to look at that. Total muta count is 40 right now. And at this point, he could actually engage this Stalker army. There's a chance he might lose him, but at the same time, takes out this many. He can't replenish the Stalker. It's not like the Zerg who can replenish the muta count. And yeah, there it is. It's going to actually take out all these Stalkers right now. And 8 more mutas are on the way. And I would expect probably a GG from Uruk. Man, this is going to be... There's no way to come back from that. There it is, GG coming. Game 1 going to...